Oh, that's kind of orientation is locked. Rotate device back. Ma'am, sirs, what are y'all doing? Okay, we're just gonna do vertical. Okay, I'm Coach Kofia. I help women heal, thrive, become mentally, physically, spiritually fit. This is take number 3 for this live video: the good, the bad, the ugly of coming off the medication, the weight loss medication. I was on compounded tirzepatide since August the 2nd of 2024. And hey, Didi, I don't know. This is like the take number 3. Lost weight. I lost 60 pounds as of my 22-week mark. And about 7 weeks ago, I decided that I'm going to be in maintenance. And I wanted to share the good, the bad, the ugly of coming off the medication. Um, there was a lady, her name is the T on GLP. I don't know if y'all watch her. I'm assuming that I just assume that everybody watches everybody. But the T on GLP, her name is Candace. She was talking about how the guys that she has dated, they were cycling peptides. And so she says she was going to cycle the peptides. And so she went off the medication for 3 months and then got back on here recently. And within she gained like 20 pounds. She started she stopped the medication, she was under 200, like 199. And then in 3 months, she gained 20 pounds. She started the medication at 2.5 again, and she lost like basically that same 20 pounds. Um, and so I was like, when she first started talking about cycling the peptides, and like I started to do a little bit of research about it, I really resonated with it. I really resonated with what she was saying. And this is before I got to my goal weight or goal size. And I was thinking, like, maybe I should cycle the peptides. So, anyway, all that to say, I wanted to come off the medication just to see how everything would work. Like, if I would, like, how my body will respond, right? Like, I know what the medicine would do to my body. I know it helped me stay full. I know that it reduces my appetite, but I wanted to see, okay, is this all in my head, or is it really work? Like, is it in my head, or is it really something that is working? I know it's working, but like, how is it really working? So, anyway, I've been off the medication now 17 days, 18 days, and I have um I have been experiencing some stuff. So I'm just like, okay, this is very interesting, like really interesting. So if you just joined, I'm talking about the good, the bad, the ugly of being off the medication, and I'm going to throw in my week 30 update since that was due yesterday. Thank you guys so much for joining. I was supposed to be on here at 8 o'clock. Y'all pardon my tardiness. Um, and so just I see y'all people. Hi, say hello in the chat so I know who is in here. Um, okay, so my week 30 update. 22 weeks, I lost 60 pounds, which is crazy. And I really just, I don't know. I did all the things. Go back and watch my videos and you'll see that I did all the things. I worked out, was tracking my food, learning portion sizes, like being mindful, all the things. Thank you guys so much for your compliments. I totally see them, but I can't focus on talking and then the comments at the same time. So I'll come back to the comments. Because I'm doing this from my phone. So let's talk about the good, the bad, the ugly of being off the medication. I am on compounded tirzepatide, or I was, and I got all the way up to a 7 milligram dose. And the medicine, okay, you guys know, or you may not know, the medicine comes like a 2.5 is a starter. I stayed on that dose for 5 weeks. 5 is the next dose up. I stayed on that dose for the probably the next, you know, 18 weeks or so. And is it 18? Maybe like 15 or 10. I don't know. But the highest dose I got to was like a 17 or 7. And so yeah, The good is I'm feeling that, like, I know when I've had enough food. That's the good. Being on the medicine for as long as I was on the injections is great because I know what my body needed in order to, like, be satisfied. And so now that I'm off the medicine, even though I could eat more, I know that I don't need to eat more, right? And so I took some little notes here. So, like, I have more natural hunger cues that I did not notice before the medication. Okay. The second thing, the good, is I have been going consistently. Okay. I have been going regularly, and that is always great, right? Um, if you are in this chat, are you on weight loss medication? Um, or are you considering weight loss medication, right? Like, where are you in your journey? I would love to know. The bad. Let's talk about the bad. I would always hear, like, I don't know if it's, I don't want to say it's because I'm 40, right? Because I feel like, I don't want to say that. But I would always hear my body popping. I don't know if y'all can relate, but, like, I would hear my knees popping. Like, if I did some type of workout, I would hear my knees popping. I would hear my ankles popping. I would hear my elbows popping. While I was on the medicine, I did not feel the pops. I just heard the pops. Okay. Now that I'm off the medicine, I feel the pops. I feel like when there's pressure built up. Like, is that a sign? Like, is that what people would say, that they would feel it in their knees? I don't know. I don't know. Is there some people who talk to their grandparents about the aches and the pains of aging? Is that what they meant? I want to know, because if this medicine prevents me from feeling the aches and the pains of aging, I'm gonna say I'm gonna get back on. I'm gonna get back on the medicine, okay? Because that's one of the quote unquote bad things that is happening from getting off the medicine. Okay. The other thing that I would say is something that is not necessarily great is the fact that I have to know that I've had enough food. Because when you're on the medicine, when you're taking the injections, for me, I would always feel like a bodily sensation of being full. Like, I felt uncomfortable, right? Which I had never felt before. And I assumed that now that I'm taking this medicine and I feel that discomfort, that is how skinny people feel. They feel discomfort when they have overeaten or they got enough, or their body just signals to them, hey, you've had enough. Well, now that I don't have that, that's a part that I'm like, I don't I don't like that. Like, it makes me think that because I'm off the medicine, my brain and my body is they stop talking. And that's why I'm like, that's why the medicine has been so great. Because I feel like I know that I've had enough food because I just went 22 weeks and I paid attention to what I was eating and what was enough and all that, and I survived. I wasn't dying. So I know that I've had enough food, like, in my mind, but my body wasn't, this hasn't been, because I've been off the medicine. My body's not telling me that I've had enough food. Didi says, that's interesting. That would make me consider taking it again. Is it okay, so the aches or the feeling full? Which one? So I'm like, okay. The last thing that is kind of the bad side to being off the medication is the weight fluctuation. I've weighed myself every single day since August, right? I maybe missed one day, but, like, I've weighed myself every single day. And I would always see it going down. Now that I'm gaining muscle and I'm working on that, that is really playing tricks on my mind. Like, I know I'm not trying to focus on weight, like this, on the scale, but I really have to be intentional about, like, not going down the spiral, right? Like not being upset or whatever. So that part, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. It makes me reconsider maybe losing a little bit more so I have more of a cushion, if that makes sense. So, okay, Dee Dee said it's because of the eggs. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the pops. I don't like the pops that I feel. And I don't know if I'm making any sense, but I'm telling you, like I definitely feel a difference between like my knees, my elbows, my ankles. I feel a difference in those parts of my body. And I'm like, I don't want to just chalk it up to me and the medicine because I am getting, I'm getting older, but at the same time I'm like, is it a coincidence? Right? I don't know. Okay. So now let's talk about the ugly and then we're going to get out of here cuz it's already getting late. Um it's really, I don't want to say the food noise is like going crazy, but it's definitely there. It is definitely there. Like I got really excited yesterday because okay, I don't know if y'all know or if y'all participate, and you don't have to say if you are, if you're not comfortable, but we're not supposed to buy nothing tomorrow. According to whoever they are, we're not supposed to buy nothing. And so my coworker is like, my friend Sarah, she's like, we're not buying anything on Friday. Okay. So she's like, get prepared. And we had already decided that we was going to go out to lunch on Friday. This is what I'm talking about, the food noise. So we said, okay, we're going to go out to lunch on Friday. We're going to bring our lunch for 2 weeks and we're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate on Friday, but we can't buy nothing on Friday. So then yesterday we getting excited because we're like, okay, well, since we can't buy nothing on Friday, we're going to go out to lunch on Thursday. I was like thinking about what we're going to eat today, yesterday, which I haven't done. Like I would miss a meal. Like I would forget to eat. But now I'm like, that food is kind of creeping up. It's like, oh, hello, I'm here. Okay, so that's one thing. The other thing is the ugly, I would say, is like the stronger hunger cues and the cravings. So I have been, I haven't had cake that I made in a long time. I made a lemon cake. Like even for Thanksgiving, I didn't eat, like there was no cake. I didn't make a cake. I made lemon cake is my favorite, just in case you ever wanted to make a birthday cake for me. Lemon cake, I made a lemon cake and it was fire. And it was so moist. And listen how I'm talking about it. Like I'm reminiscing on how moist it was and it was tart. And then I had this bluebell ice cream, which is so good. And you mix the ice cream and the cake together. Oh, just look at me now, get excited. I haven't been excited about cake in a long time. And so it's like, these meds for real work. She said, yes, I don't want that back. That just goes to show how powerful this medication is. I would absolutely say so. And it really is making me think like trying to, and I guess if I can be 100% transparent, of course, it's whatever. These medications are not cheap. And I'm paying for medicine for 2 people. Okay. And not only that, like, and I'm not saying everybody don't have a story, right? Everybody has a story, but like, I'm a single mom, taking care of kids on my own, and now I'm paying for medicine for 2 people. And I think if I think about it for real, part of me is like, I don't want that expense. I don't want that expense because I was even thinking about where can I go and work? Have y'all thought about that? Where can I go and work? Like I'm researching. This is how crazy it is. I'm looking online on Reddit. What job? Do y'all Google this? What job insurances cover GLP-1 medication? Like, I'm looking through the chats to try to find whose insurance is covering this, where you work, and can I get a job there? Like, and so I think part of the reason that I would love to come off the medication and be okay is the financial part of it. And so I'm just like, who, I don't know. That is probably the ugly. I also put a strategy. Let's see. Now that I don't have the medication regulating my appetite, I have to be focused. Like I literally have to be focused. I still am consistent with my protein coffee in the morning, trying to get like 50 grams of protein in the morning, 50 at lunch, and then 50 at dinner. Um, but like all these other things, it still takes effort. It definitely takes effort. And so it just has me thinking like, I don't know. Maybe the goal isn't to get another company to pay for the medication. Now I'm thinking, what side hustles? Like, how can I generate more revenue in my business? Right? Because I work for insurance, I sell insurance. Um, Look, if you in some estates close to me, this is a plug. You need auto insurance quote, you need a life insurance quote. Do you have a homeowner's quote? Do you have umbrella? You have boats, okay? Kansas, Missouri, Colorado, Nebraska. I'm just saying. We got some good rates. But I'm also thinking, what kind of things can I do from home that can generate more income? And I think this is why Didi, you starting the financial channel so you can teach us about the money stuff. Uh, I'm not fussing at you, but whenever you're ready to get the channel going, I'ma watch. So yeah, so that's where I am. I will say I am grateful because I got a call this morning from the state. One of the caseworkers, she has two cases that she's looking for some a contractor, which I'm a contractor for the state also. That's a whole nother sidebar. And so that will give me an additional $1,000 to $1,500 a month in income. And so I was like, man, God, you're so good. Cause I remember praying like a couple days ago, like, Lord, I don't know. So then I also, this is another sidebar, and then I'm getting off of here. Y'all know Eli Lilly put out the vials. So I called my doctor and I asked her to put in a prescription because I wanted to see how the process worked. So she put in she couldn't put in a prescription because it wasn't in her system. Then she finally put in a prescription for me and they sent me a text message. Eli Lilly sent me a text message saying, "Hey, we've partnered with Gift Health. Have y'all heard of them? And they are going to be the pharmacy that fills the prescription." So then, like, that was yesterday. Then today, I got a message saying, "Hey, your prescription is ready." Um, and so then it gave me like a little link. So I went to the link, and sure enough, the 10 milligram dose is $4.99, comes in 4 vials, and then it talks, about the what is it called? The fine print that says like if you don't order within another 45 days, then your price is going to go up. And so I'm like, okay, with this additional $1,000 to $1,500, worst come to worst, like is that even how you say it? Worst thing, whatever. I can afford to be able to like pay for the vials from Eli Lilly. So Didi said it's retirement, finances, and just life. I'm getting close. Okay, all right. Listen, we ready. We ready. All right, y'all. Let me just also throw in my week 30 update. I weighed in today at 190.7. I'm not exactly sure. Let me see if I can look it up real quick. But that is up from last week, which I'm okay with because the past like 4 days I was 190. So I'm staying pretty consistent. Like, even though I'm eating macaroni and cheese and cake and all the other things, um I'm still lifting weights, and I got a video today or tomorrow that'll come out about doing workouts from your office. So like I've recorded some videos of me doing some workouts in my office, and I've done push-up videos before. So being 190.7, I'm totally good with. This week my goal is to stay at 190.7, but just continue to build muscle. My muscle mass is going up. I'm at 34% muscle mass. So that is great because when I started my journey back in August of last year, 2024, I was at like 29%. And so I'm good. I'm still just progressing. still just progressing. Um, I think that's all. I think that's all. Anybody have any questions? Anything you want to say? Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for liking this video. Thank you for jumping on, and it's like super late. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Dee Dee. That's it, y'all. Y'all have an amazing night. Y'all go be great by what? Mastering what's on your plate. Remember, you and I, me and you, we grow better together. Dee Dee says, I'm so proud of you. You're doing a great job. You were not playing around. Listen, okay? Look, I don't want to put out these funds for any longer than I have to, but there's light, right? There's light. So maybe that's videos we should talk about, like generating income to pay for your GLP-1 medication. That's what we talk about. Okay. Good night. Let me see. How do I end this over here? And